Hey, good morning. So we are out here today in Beckonsfield. We're about 20-30 minutes outside of London, outside the M25 ring. And we've come out today to Bekonscot Model Village. Now we're going to walk around here. Essentially it is what it says on the tin, it's a model village. It's £12.50 to get in for adults, and we've purchased a guidebook as well for £4, so our total cost today was £29. They've got an interesting sign that says all profits are given to charity, which I love. That's absolutely fantastic. So follow us along, hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video throughout, and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and see some little people. Okay, so this is the overview of the prices. As I said, £12.50 for adults, £8 for children. You can buy families and things like that. That's cool. They've got a family with 1 adult and 2 children. You don't see that very often. That's really helpful. And we've got all their safety procedures, their guidelines here. Like I said, all profits given to charity. And if you are a UK taxpayer, you can do gift aid as well when you come in. So let's go inside. It's quite an interesting sign that we've got here. They had 3,800 visitors last month, 75,000 last year, and they've been around since 1929. 16 million visitors. Pretty cool to see that. So this is where we collect our tickets from. It's modelled on a train. That's where they've got the ticket booths back there. This is a shop as well. So it's cool that they've integrated all of this. We've got a little train. Right, so this is the tea area. We've got directional signs up to point to the tea room. Quite an open space. A little bit of covered area as well. We're going to get a cup of tea, coffee. There's a little ice cream hut over there. And down on the floor here we've got signs that are designating what we can get here. We've got cupcakes, so I might try and get a cupcake. Yeah, so that's the tea room over there to the left, ice cream hut to the right. I like the bins here because that one's designed like a twister, and then you've got a bear that wants feeding. Look at this bear. He looks like a big grizzly bear that you'd see on Yogi Bear. He looks like Yogi Bear. The rolling hills of Bekonscot. So this is the kind of idea that you'll get throughout. These are the kind of the buildings that are made. They're all handmade as well. Zoom in for a bit of detail, and by zoom in I mean I'm going to crouch down and get a little bit closer. You see all the bricks have been individually carved into it. Curtains inside. Fantastic detail. This one is it's got Dursley written on. It doesn't look like number 4 Privet Drive though. Maybe there's a cupboard under the stairs somewhere. So as we come round, we've got a really horrid looking zoo here. So bearing in mind this was made in 1929, so this is going to be a little bit antiquated in the way they do things, with the really small cages and the elephant rides back there. They got some pandas down the back though, which is pretty cool.
You're not allowed inside, so we look for the star.
Yeah, so it's a little bit antiquated in their design, but it's to be expected from 1930.
There's a zoo.
So an interesting fact that we just heard in the guidebook. This is called Chesnade Zoo, and some of these models are like 90 years old, and the name of the zoo is a combination between Chessington and Whipsnade, and we're just around the corner from both of them actually. So we've got the Grantley Arms here. This is a restaurant, accommodation and a pub. As we turn to the right, we've got Beckonsbury Castle, which looks it's a pretty ornate castle. Really Pretty well put together actually. Pretty well designer. Trying. Been overrun by vines, so they need to do some preventative maintenance on their castle. The owners of this castle. This one looks newer.
I think this is the new town.
This is Kent's Brushes town.
Oh no, they voted for Germany.
What do? They make brushes, apparently.
Train! Oh, Emma,
Look at the master builders at work. A Jerry building. Oh, we got a train. There's a train. So they're in the process of tiling the roof, painting the side of the building and everything. Doing everything all at once there. Alright, so this is Clark College. This is a public college overlooking Bekonscot.
Yeah, and then we can go that way, can't we?
Got they're out the back playing rugby as well. For you guys over in the States, that is kind of like our version of American football, but with no padding. It's very painful. And then over here we got the train station. If we follow it along here, you got the train coming out. Choo choo. So due to the timing that this village is set in, we've got Snow White playing in the cinema. That's pretty much the first Disney feature-length film. Got a Waitrose as well, and we got a post office just around the corner. Pretty well. There's a lot of detail in these. This is their Mary Lou station. This is their main railway station here at Bekonscot. So this again, we're crossing into the real world here with Marylebone and Waterloo. This is their signal box as well. This is where they control all the trains. If you see, try and get out of the reflection, you can see where all of the trains are on the track. Each of those lights corresponds to where a train has just kind of gone through, and you'll be able to see it going around. So they keep going in and out. Obviously this is all the controls. This is their shipyard. And you got the High Cliffs Hotel over there. There's a lot of attention to detail has been put into this. You've got the rock climbers on the wall. You've got all the little people. You've got all the fruit and veg. Again, the railways coming through. Just under the railway is their shipbuilding yard. You can see they're in the process. And we're just reading that Queen Elizabeth II, before she was queen, actually came here and launched a ship. So she's getting practice in. So this part here is Bekonscot New Town. This is one of the newer areas of development here, and this was initially drawn up in around 2005, I believe. The plans were drawn up. For sort of all power underground and everything like that. Now we've even actually got an underground station here as well, if you can forgive the reflection. But this is Hampton Road Underground Station. Got a cinema as well, the Grand Odeon. The Hooverlux building. Now this is a really ugly building that's on the way to London on the M40.
A40.
The A40, sorry. It transitions from the M40 to the A40. WH Watersmiths. Really, they actually mentioned their corny names in the guidebook as well. So, yes, the very famous street of butchers and bakers and candlestick makers. Stood on a zebra crossing, so I'm going real Abbey Road style here as well. It's got our tramway here. We noticed that bend in the tracks in the middle, that's where they cross over. You've got two that go up, so they just go slightly out, so they're not going to touch each other. And I think this is normally on, but the one at the top there is leaking, so I don't know if it's got an issue or not. And the church is bells going in the church. Oh, you've actually got the proper bell ringers in there as well. Like a bull in a china shop. This is the village of Hanton. Back from where we were earlier. You got the fire engines tending to a fire here. Typically I believe there should be smoke coming out of the roof there as a sort of special effect. That's not on at the moment. And you've got the Carnival in Hanton just to the left there. So you've got the waltzers, the carousel, big wheel, Helter Skelter and the swings. Really cool, a lot of kinetic energy going on there. And then you've got a steamroller moving up and down, retarmacking the road. Oh, we got all these people out and about in their little, really small 30s, 40s style caravans. You got our planes as well. And don't think I'd be comfortable going on one of those planes nowadays. Here's the planes a little bit closer up. You've got the control tower up there. You've got the hangar as well. This town of Hanton really has got a lot going on. You know, they got an airport. They got like 6 train stations. They've got the dockyards, everything, all so close to the village itself, where people are having afternoon tea in their gardens here. This guy's tending to his aviary. Lady's playing with her cat. Right, so you've got a full panorama over the top of Bekonscot Village. There's a nice big lake in the castle. You got the suspension bridge over there as well. It looks a little bit like maybe Clifton suspension bridge or Sydney Harbour Bridge a little bit in the design. As we turn to the right here, we've got a kids' play area. So you can see obviously the climbing frame. Over at the back there you've got those little rides that you put a pound in and it'll move back and forward. But that entire children's play area is closed at the moment due to current guidelines. I think they can open on the guidelines, but these guys just have chose not to do it. We've got the castle here. Oh. It says, please do not feed the fish. That means, oh yeah, there's fish inside. Look at them fish. Yeah, they're like carp or something, aren't they? Yeah, that's cool. We got a, oh, there's a Scottish flag here.
Edinburgh?
Yeah, it's maybe like Edinburgh Castle or something. Got a little sailing club over there, having their Pims o'clock. And then over here, we've got Bekonscot Racecourse. Red number 8 is in the lead at the moment, just by a length. Oh, this is Wychwood Racecourse. Sorry, not Bekonscot. I do apologise for the misinformation there. Oh, the house is actually on. It's doing the smoke effect now. So that's where the fire brigade are. I'm glad they turned that on. So we got the cable car line over there. This is the... Oh, they've got locks and everything. Oh, that boat's about to sink. That's not ideal. And we're over by the fun fair as well. So here you've got the wall of death. So I imagine this is supposed to go around. You've got the motorcyclists that will be going around. Moon trip. And as I said, we've got the smoke coming from the house. So this this lake and the pier, the promenade and whatnot, this was all Ronald Callingham's swimming pool. So they excavated his swimming pool. Obviously it didn't look like this with fishing, but they excavated the area a little bit more, built up the cliffs and whatnot around, and now it is like it is. The fella, he died back in the 1960s, so this has obviously been going on without him for a little while now.
Right, okay, my birthday seems pretty busy at the moment. Yeah. Don't count it. Oh no, there is. Oh, my dad is going past.
We got our windmill on the hill. These guys are taking their hay barrels. Ooh! Helen and Douglas house. Bekonscot has raised £13,000 just from this little well. That's brownies there. This is the Chip and Mills Circus. It's really cool how they've done it so you can see inside. And you've got all the trapeze artists inside, and okay, so this is one of the newer sections because this was officially unveiled in 2012 by the Duke of Gloucester. Alright, so let's go and get our car serviced at the garage. I don't know if they'd be able to take care of our cars though, because that's a real old timely garage there. It's back where we saw the tramway a second ago, the cable cars, sorry. Oh. We've got the coal mine, the coal production facility. So it goes up, he's waving at us from the window. So it goes up the conveyor belt, round through there, into the trucks, and then it's carted away. Ooh, production has stopped. So this here is the boat-in platform. Typically you'd have boats on this little lake here, but that's closed at the moment. You control them from that platform there. It's really incredibly blue water. You've got a lighthouse. One of the cool things about this section as well, as you all see just coming around the back here, is a sit-down train. This is one of the really cool elements of this area here. And you go back through the trees. So the train comes all the way down, and you've got the platform and the station just at the end here. It's really cool. Alright, so the final section, that's actually the way out, is the gift shop. Now this is what we showed you at the beginning. This is the locomotive train. Cleared all of the shelving units here, so you've got clear exit. You got our local postcards. Books, lots of train kind of memorabilia. Reusable cups. This Beach Dean ice cream's actually made just around the corner as well. Localised produce. Oh, be a train driver. This kid looks really pleased that he's a localised train driver. It's all reasonably priced as well, actually. And then this is all the little models that they're using. No, they're not using these ones, but Dalmatians and a donkey. And then this is a history of the shop. Alright, so that's it for our time at Bekonscot Model Village. We had a really good time. It's a nice little local tourist attraction to the Beckonsfield, sort of High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire area. Been here for, you know, 90 years at this point, so they're going on pretty well, and they're keeping going, especially through all the times that's going on at the moment. It's really good to see that they're still out and about. One thing to note, just as I turn over behind me, just over my shoulder here is where you go and park. Now that's in the church car park, so just remember that. You just follow the signs that are on the side of the road. But hopefully you had a good time following along. If you're into model making and things like that, it's really good to see that kind of thing. So thanks for following along. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, to be notified when we post all new videos. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.